Hi there. We are taking a few questions on polynomials. Let's go straight to it. Number one, Roman figure 1. Given that the polynomial f of x equals 6 minus x squared is a factor of g of x equals ax cubed plus 5x squared plus bx minus 18. Find the values of the constants a and b, Roman figure 1, and Roman figure 2. Find the remainder when g of x is divided by x plus 2. Alright, the polynomial g of x is ax cubed plus 5x squared plus bx minus 18, and f of x is 6 minus x squared. F of x is a factor of g of x. That means if we factorize f of x, the factors of f of x are also factors of g of x. So we can factorize that into that 6 plus 2x minus 3x minus x squared, and that's 2 into bracket 3 plus x minus x into bracket 3 plus x, and that's 2 minus x times 3 plus x. That simply means 2 minus x and 3 plus x are also factors of g of x. So we can say when g of x is divided by 2 minus x, the remainder is g of 2. Of course, that's by simply saying 2 minus x equals 0, which means x equals 2. So the remainder is g of 2. And g of 2 is the same as a times 2 cubed plus 5 times 2 squared plus b times 2 minus 18, and that's going to be equal to 0 because 2 minus x is a factor of g of x. So g of 2 is 0, and that simply means 2 cubed is 8. So 8 times a is 8a plus 2 squared is 4 times 5, 20 plus 2b minus 18 equals 0, which means 8a plus 2b, 20 minus 18 is 2, plus 2 equals 0. And that means 8a plus 2b equals minus 2. If I divide through by 2, I'm going to have 4a plus b equals minus 1. Let's call that equation 1. In the same vein, when g of x is divided by 3 plus x, the remainder is, by the remainder theorem, the remainder is g of minus 3, which is the same as a times minus 3 cubed plus 5 times minus 3 squared plus b times minus 3 minus 18, and that's going to be equal to 0 because 3 plus x is a factor of g of x. So what does that mean? Minus 3 cubed is minus 27 times a, that's minus 27a. Minus 3 squared is 9 times 5, that's 45. Minus 3 times b is minus 3b minus 18 equals 0. And then we have minus 27a minus 3b, and you can see 45 minus 18 is 27, plus 27 equals 0. And that means minus 27a minus 3b equals minus 27. We can divide through by minus 3. And when we do that, we have 9a plus b is equal to 9. That's equation 2. Now we can solve equations. We can solve equations 1 and 2 simultaneously. 4a plus b equals minus 1, and 9a plus b equals 9. So 4a plus b equals minus 1. That's equation 1. And equation 2, 9a plus b equals 9. We can simply solve by elimination because the coefficients of b in the two equations are the same. So we are subtracting equation 2 from 1. 4a minus 9a is minus 5a. b minus a is 0. Minus 1 minus 9 is minus 10. And then we divide both sides by minus 5 to get a. That means a equals 2. Now, I want to put a in equation 1. Putting a in 1, 4 times a, which is the same as 4 times 2 plus b equals minus 1. And that simply means 8 plus b equals minus 1. And that means b equals minus 1 minus a, which means b equals minus 9. Therefore, a equals 2 and b equals minus 9. Those are the values of the constants a and b. Down to Roman figure 2, which says find the remainder when g of x is divided by x plus 2. Now that we know the values of a and b, we can write g of x in full, and that means g of x, which is ax cubed plus 5x squared plus bx minus 18 is the same as 2x cubed plus 5x squared minus 9x minus 18, because b is minus 9. Now, when g of x is divided by x plus 2, we have to find the remainder. And that remainder is, by the remainder theorem, is g of minus 2, which is equal to 2 times minus 2 cubed plus 5 times minus 2 squared minus 9 times minus 2 minus 18. Minus 2 cubed is 8 times 2. That's minus 2 cubed rather is minus 8 times 2 minus 16. Minus 2 squared is 4 times 5, 20. Minus 2 times minus 9 is 18, minus 18. And that means minus 16 plus 20 is 4. 4 plus 18 is 22. 22 minus 18 is 4. And that's 4 very, very simply. So the remainder when g of x is divided by x plus 2 is 4. Now to number 2, that's question 2a. Factorize 2x squared plus 3x minus 2. 2x squared plus 3x minus 2 is equal to 2x squared plus 4x minus x minus 2. And that's 2x into bracket x plus 2 minus 1 into bracket x plus 2, which simply means 2x minus 1 times x plus 2. Those are the factors of 2x squared plus 3x minus 2. Now to question B. When the polynomial p of x equals ax cubed plus 5x squared plus bx minus 2, where a and b are constants, is divided by 2x squared plus 3x minus 2. The remainder is 9x minus 6. Find the values of a and b. Roman figure 1 and Roman figure 2. Using the values of a and b, factorize p of x completely. Roman figure 3. Find the remainder when p of x is divided by 3x plus 1. Alright, let's start from the first. P of x is equal to ax cubed plus 5x squared. Ax cubed plus 5x squared plus bx minus 2. Now, and we know that when it is, we know that 2x squared plus 3x minus 2 is the same as 2x minus 1 times x plus 2. And we are told that the question says when p of x is divided by 2x squared plus 3x minus 2, the remainder is 9x minus 6. That means when p of x is divided by 2x minus 1 and x plus 2, the remainder will also be 9x minus 6. So we go to that when p of x is divided by 2x minus 1, the remainder is p of 1 over 2, which is equal to a times 1 over 2 cubed plus 5 times 1 over 2 squared plus b times 1 over 2 minus 2. And that remainder is 9x minus 6, which is the same as 9 times 1 over 2 minus 6. Now, that simply means 1 over 2 cubed is 1 over 8 times a, that will be a over 8, plus 1 over 2 squared is 1 over 4 times 5, that's 5 over 4, plus 1 over 2 times b is b over 2 minus 2 equals 9 over 2 minus 6. We can multiply through by 8 to clear the fractions. Multiplying through by 8, that's just to get rid of the fractions. That means a plus 5 over 4 times 8 is 10, b over 2 times 8 is 4b. Of course, you know that b over 2 times 8, 2 here 1, 2 here 4, 4 times b is 4b. b over 2 times 8 is 4b, minus 2 times 8 is minus 16. And that's equal to 9 over 2 times 8 is 36. Minus 6 times 8 is minus 48. And this simply means a plus 4b. 10 minus 16 is minus 6. So I have a plus 4b minus 6 equals 36 minus 48 is minus 12. And that simply means a plus 4b equals minus 12 plus 6 when you move minus 6 to the right hand side. And that means a plus 4b equals minus 6. That's equation 1. Now to obtain a second equation, we say when p of x is divided by what's the second factor? When p of x is divided by x plus 2. When p of x is divided by x plus 2, the remainder is p of minus 2. And that p of minus 2 is the same as 9x minus 6. So p of minus 2, which is a times minus 2 cubed plus 5 times minus 2 squared. We substitute the value minus 2 for x in p of x. 5 times minus 2 squared plus b times minus 2 minus 2, which is equal to 9x minus 6. The remainder is actually 9x minus 6, but it's given by p of minus 2. So that's 9 times minus 2 minus 6. And this simply means minus 2 cubed is minus 8. That's minus 8a. Minus 2 squared is 4 times 5. That's 20 minus 2b minus 2 equals minus 2 times 9 is minus 18 minus 6. And that means minus 8a minus 2b. Here, 20 minus 2 is 18 plus 18 equals minus 24, which means minus 2a minus 2b equals minus 24 minus 18. And that means, no, minus 8a rather, minus 2b equals minus 24 minus 18, which means minus 8a minus 2b equals minus 42 equals minus 42. And we can divide through by minus 2, which means 4a plus b equals 21. This is equation 2. Now we can solve equations 1 and 2 simultaneously. A plus 4b, this is equation 1. A plus 4b equals minus 6. A plus 4b equals minus 6. And this is equation 2 right there. 4a plus b equals 21. So I want to multiply equation 1 by 4 and equation 2 by 1. That gives me 4a plus 16b equals minus 24. And equation 2 becomes 4a plus b equals 21. Now I can subtract the second from the first. 4a minus 4a is 0. 16b minus b is 15b. Minus 24 minus 21 is minus 45. We divide both sides by 15 to get b. That means b equals minus 3. Putting b in any one of the two equations, I've chosen to put it in 1. Putting b in 1, a plus 4b equals minus 6. That means a plus 4 times minus 3 equals minus 6, which means a minus 12 equals minus 6. And that means a equals minus 6 plus 12. When minus 12 goes to the right hand side, it becomes plus 12. And that means a equals 6. So that answers question B, Roman figure 1. That's B, Roman figure 1. Therefore, A equals 6 and B equals minus 3. Now to Roman figure 2. Roman figure 2 says, using the values of A and B, factorize P of X completely. Now that we know A and B, we can write out P of X completely. P of X is ax cubed plus 5x squared plus bx minus 2, which is 6x cubed plus 5x squared. B is minus 3. That's minus 3x minus 2. That's P of X. Now to factorize it completely, we need to know at least one of its factors. One way of doing that is trying out values of x that will make P of X 0. So let's see. Let me check P of 1. P of 1 will be 6 times 1 cubed plus 5 times 1 squared minus 3 times 1 minus 2, which is 6 plus 5 minus 3 minus 2. That's not 0, obviously. P of minus 1 is 6 times minus 1 cubed plus 5 times minus 1 squared minus 3 times minus 1 minus 2. That's minus 6 plus 5 plus 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is minus 1. Minus 1 plus, 3 minus 2 is 1 plus 5 is 6 minus 6. That's 0. Beautiful. Oh, that means if P of minus 1 is 0, that means x plus 1 is a factor of P of x. So let's write that check. P of minus 1 is equal to 6 times minus 1 cubed plus 5 times minus 1 squared minus 3 times minus 1 minus 2. And that's equal to minus 6 plus 5 plus 3 minus 2, which is equal to 0. Minus 6 plus 5 is minus 1, plus 3 is 2, 2 minus 2 is 0. So that means x plus 1 is a factor of P of x. And if you know one factor of a polynomial, you can divide the polynomial by that factor to get the other factors. So I'm dividing P of x by x plus 1. So P of x, which is 6x cubed plus 5x squared plus minus 3x minus 2 is what I'm dividing by one of its factors that I already know, which is x plus 1. So we go 6x cubed divided by x, that's going to be 6x squared. And like we always say, whenever you get an answer, you multiply the whole of the divisor by that answer. So I'm going x times 6x squared, that's 6x cubed. 1 times 6x squared, that's 6x squared. Now we subtract 6x cubed minus 6x cubed is 0. 5x squared minus 6x squared is minus x squared. You bring down the next term and you go again. Minus x squared divided by x, that's minus x. When you obtain an answer, you multiply the whole of the divisor by that answer. So we're going x plus 1 times minus x. X times minus x is minus x squared. And 1 times minus x is minus x. Subtract again. Minus x squared minus x squared is 0. Minus 3x minus x is minus 2x. That's clear. Minus 3x minus x is going to be minus 3x plus x, which is minus 2x. So we bring down the next term, which is minus 2. Now, minus 2x divided by minus x is minus 2x divided by x is minus 2. And as usual, we multiply the whole of the divisor by that result, which means x times minus 2 minus 2x, 1 times minus 2 minus 2. When we subtract now, we get 0. That's going to give us 0. So we can see clearly that x plus 1 is actually a factor of P of x. So that means 6x squared, that means P of x is the same as x plus 1 times 6x squared minus x minus 2. And I'm going to factorize 6x squared minus x minus 2. That becomes 6x squared plus 3x minus 2x minus 2, which is, yeah, that's correct. Oh, no. That's plus 4x minus 3x. Supposed to be 6x squared plus 4x minus 3x. And that becomes, what's common to 6x squared and 4x? That's 2x into 3x plus 2 minus 1 into, I'll move that back a little, minus 1 into x into 3x rather, 3x plus 2. And the factors of 6x squared minus x minus 2 are 2x minus 1 and 3x plus 2. Therefore, P of x is x plus 1 times 2x minus 1 times 3x plus 2. That's a complete factorization of P of x. And that's it, very, very simply. Now we go to Roman figure 3. Roman figure 3 is find the remainder when P of x is divided by 3x plus 1. When P of x is divided by 3x plus 1, the remainder is P of minus 1 over 3. And that's, I'm using the remainder theorem to obtain the remainder. You could use the long division method. And that's 6 times, of course I know what P of x is. P of x is 6x cubed. Let me copy that so we can see. This is P of x. And put it here. P of x is, that's P of x. 6x cubed, that's 6 times minus 1 over 3 cubed plus 5 times, I think I want to write it this way, 6 times minus 1 over 3 cubed plus 5 times minus 1 over 3 squared minus 3 times minus 1 over 3 and then minus 2, which is equal to minus 1 over 3 cubed is minus 1 over 27. 6 times minus 1 over 27 is, of course, minus 1 over 27. That's 3 here, 2, 3 here, 9. So that's minus 2 over 9. How about, that's clear, minus 1 over 3 cubed is minus 1 over 27. When you multiply that by 6, you get minus 2 over 9. And this becomes minus 1 over 3 squared is 1 over 9 times 5. That's going to be 5 over 9. Minus 3 times minus 1 over 3 is plus 1 minus 2. And that simply means minus 2 over 9 plus 5 over 9 is 3 over 9. 3 over 9 plus 1. 3 over 9 plus 1. Okay, that's 3 over 9 plus 1 minus 2. That's the same as 3 over 9 minus 1, which is minus 6 over 9. And that is clearly, that's minus, no, we have to be sure of what we're doing. Minus 2 over 9 plus 5 over 9 is 3 over 9. It's 3 over 9. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So we're doing 3 over 9 minus 1, which is oh no, the addition before subtraction. This is 3 over 9. 3 over 9 plus 1. That's the same as 3 over 9 plus 1 is 12 over 9 minus 2. Yeah, that's it. I hope this value is actually correct. 12 over 9. And that's supposed to be 2. That's supposed to be. And the answer is minus. The answer is minus 6 over 9, which is clearly minus 2 all over 3. That's minus 2 over 3. Yeah, minus 2 over 9 plus 5 over 9 is 3 over 9. Plus 1, that's 12 over 9. That's correct. Minus 2. That's That's minus 6 over 9, which is minus 2 over 3. So that's it, very, very simply. It looks a bit tricky, but it's not difficult. You just have to be careful and make sure that your substitutions and addition and subtraction are correct, and you won't miss it. So that's the final answer, and that's where we're going. Yeah, that's going to be it for the day. Thank you very much, and see you in the next. Bye.